Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I am doing a tutorial or kind of a get ready with me, my everyday makeup routine. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. On this look right here, this has been my go-to look lately, just for every day. I've been doing this pretty much every single day that I'm not doing a makeup look for Instagram, or on days when I actually don't wear makeup, which is a lot. But anytime I need to do something more natural, this is my go-to look. I used the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. It's just what I've really been into lately, but I'm sure you could find something else. These colors are fairly basic, so I'm sure you could find them in something you already own. So yeah, let me know what other kind of looks you want to see. I'm looking to film more. It's hard to find the time. But anyways, if you want to know how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I have already primed my eye. I used Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then I set that with a translucent powder. And I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. This has been my go-to lately. It just has everything that I need. But this palette is very basic. You can even find one at the drugstore that has similar shades, I'm sure. So first I'm going to dip into this warm brown shade. I don't think they have names. No, it doesn't look like they do. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip into that warm brown one that I was pointing to. And I'm going to use a Morphe E27 brush. Any fluffy brush will do, and I'm going to dip into that shade and use it as my transition. So I'm just going to blend it back and forth and then kind of take it up. I'm not trying to be neat about this at all. Okay, so now that we've laid that down, I'm going to go into this shade. It's just the medium matte brown in the palette. So I took it on a Morphe Y18 brush, which is just a smaller blending brush. I always have trouble saying blending brush. And I'm just placing it right in the crease. Then back in with that big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out. Just go over everything a few times. Then on that same Y18 brush, I'm going to take the darker of the two browns and maybe even a bit of the black and kind of mix them together. Just like tap into the black. I don't want you to look at my eye and go, wow, she's wearing black eyeshadow. You know, I just wanted to deepen up the brown just a tad bit more. And I'm just going to place that on the outer corners. And I'm just starting on the outer lid like this, just placing it there. And then I kind of go into the outer crease ever so slightly. Then I'm going to go in with a NYX 16 brush. This doesn't have any product on it, but I just want to use that to blend out this outer crease just a little bit. Then I'm just gonna add a bit more because I always lose some of the intensity when I blend. And then I'm gonna blend it out again. Then I'm just taking a little bit of concealer on a skinny brush, and I'm going to cut my crease a little bit. Even if I don't do a cut crease, which is what I'm kind of doing now, I always like to place down a concealer or even a foundation before I place down any shimmer shades. I just find it makes them pop so much more. A lot of people ask me on my Instagram photos, how do you make the shimmers look like that? And that's how. I place down a concealer, and then if I really want them to pop for a photo, I'll even use it wet on top of that. Okay, and then for the shimmer shade, I either use this light pinky tone or this deeper bronzy tone. I think today I'm gonna go with the bronze. It's just whatever I kind of feel like that day, and today I'm feeling bronzy, I guess. So I just load this up on a synthetic brush. Any synthetic brush will do, it doesn't really matter. You could even use your finger. Shimmer shades work great with fingers. And I'm just placing that over the concealer, and you can see how well it sticks. It's just so much easier to apply for me when I put down a tackier base. Then I'm going back in with my Morphe Y18 and a little bit of that dark brown, and I'm just going to blend my deeper outer crease with the lid shade. And finally, as my last step with the shadow, I'm gonna go into the black shade on an angled brush. This one's just by Kylie Cosmetics, that comes with their Kyliners. Any angled brush will do. You could probably even use a Q-tip if you didn't have one. because I'm not being very precise, and I'm just going to take the black and just kind of run it on my lash line. I am going to put down liquid liner as well. You don't have to. I just kind of find that I like a softer lash line for during the day. I don't know why. That's just something that I've kind of been into recently. So I'm just kind of putting it down and then smudging it. I'm not being very precise or careful with it. I mean, obviously you don't want to like give yourself a black eye, but you also don't have to be super duper precise. And then over top of that, I am going to go in with eyeliner. I'm not going to do a winged liner. I just don't for every day. I know I always do a winged liner on my Instagram, but just for every day, I find that it's not really practical. I have really watery eyes, so I find during the day, if I tend to wear it for a long time, my inner corners start to water, and then like the wing just like gets all screwed up, and I can't stand when my makeup isn't perfect. It drives me crazy, so I just don't wear winged liner out very often. I'm going to go in with the Essence eyeliner pen. I've kind of been testing this out lately. It's very inexpensive and I like it so far. So if you want to test it out, I would recommend it so far, but I haven't been testing it out for a long time, so that may change. It's super easy to use, so I'm just running this along my lash line, just to kind of deepen up the shadow. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the rest of my face. That's kind of the order I like to do things in, and I'm filming a foundation review today, so stay tuned for that, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I have the face done, I'm gonna move back to the eyes really quickly. I'm just gonna take that medium toned brown that we put in our crease, and I'm gonna take it on a Morphe E18 brush, and I'm just going to run it on the lower lash line. I just applied some white liner to my waterline. My camera didn't film that for some reason. And then I'm just gonna go in with this little mini Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Oh, I should have curled my lashes. Oh well. I'm forgetful today. I forgot to put on primer. I forgot to curl my lashes. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, I'm going to bronze a little bit. I'm going to take the Anastasia Contour Kit in Light, and I'm going to take this shade and maybe even a little bit of this one, and I'm just going to go around the perimeter of my face. I'm going to start out with the middle shade, which is more cool toned, and I'm going to be a little more precise with it and contour a bit with it. I'm just using a Morphe Y1, so I'm just going to be a little bit more precise, and then I'm going to take a bit of that darker shade. It's a little bit warmer, and I'm just going to kind of place it a little bit more liberally and kind of a bit higher on the cheek, just to bronze because I'm super pale, and also just kind of a little bit up here because again, super pale. Okay, now for blush, I am going to use the Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush in shade number 18, Hush Blush. I really like this blush formula. I'm just gonna take a little bit on a Morphe E3 brush. I'm not really big into super rosy cheeks, so I kind of just like a soft, natural flush, you know? And then for the fun part, the highlighter, I'm going to go in with Becca's Vanilla Quartz. I really like this highlighter. I swatched it in Sephora and it immediately went in my bag. Like, it is so pretty. If you're really fair and you have a hard time looking for golden highlights or finding golden highlights, this one's really good. It's a really, really pale gold with a little bit of peach shift. It's so beautiful. I've never seen anything like it, so I'm gonna apply that. It's been my go-to lately. See how pretty that is? Like, what? Then for lips, this came in my birthday kit from Sephora. This is the Bite Beauty Matte Cream Lip Crayon in Glacé. I thought it would go with this look. It's kind of like a mauve color. I've never tried out these Bite lip crayons. I always go for their Amuse Bouche lipsticks, so I'm excited. I like how it's pointy so you can be super precise. Oh, I love this. And that is it for today's look. I really like how it turned out. I mean, I always say that. Obviously, I like how it turned out because I literally wear this look every day. I think it's appropriate for work, school, kind of whatever you're doing. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!